Hey everyone and welcome to SkillCapped. In this guide we'll be going over the mechanics behind pistols and which gun to use for the role you play at the start of the match. There's a big variety of guns you can buy at the beginning. Winning the first rounds can really give your team the momentum to win the entire match. It's important to fully understand the gun you want to use in the situations that you will be put in. Having that optimized can really give you the edge to snowball and carry all your ranked matches. Now, we've broken down a video about playing pistol round for all agents, so make sure to check that out as well. And if you're serious about improving, then go to SkillCapped.com to unlock our hyper improvement system that will teach you how to win more gunfights, master your agent, and so much more. Backed by our rank improvement guarantee, you have nothing to lose. So come join over 500,000 satisfied members of SkillCapped, improve that KDA, and get the rank you've always wanted at SkillCapped.com. Link in the description below. Alright, let's start with the important mechanics of pistol rounds. Keep in mind, pistol rounds test the mechanics of players the most, considering you are not using an automatic weapon most of the time at least. You only get 800 credits at the start of every half. If you choose to purchase armor or another gun, there are no ways to have a full pack of utility. Gunplay is very important, and therefore we focus on accuracy of our shots over anything. The key to hitting your shots on pistol rounds is counter-strafing and patience. If you don't know what counter-strafing is, come check out our other guide here before continuing. Having good counter-strafing and movement is very important because every shot counts for the pistol rounds. Unlike buy rounds, a majority of the guns are not automatic, so you must make each and every bullet hit. A very common mistake that many people do that causes them to miss their shot is that they shoot their pistols a little too fast when the enemy is at a medium to long range distance. Shots should be spread out and become accurate. Missing any bullets can mean giving the enemy a chance to counterattack and kill you. Take your time in between shots and let the recoil and bloom reset. You can go in the range and practice that by hitting each target accurately with the first bullet on a ghost. Make sure armor is off and again take your time with each shot. Have your eyes look at the bot's head and have the crosshair on it before shooting every single time. When you're close range, the pistol is surprisingly accurate, so running and shooting while the crosshair is on the head might actually not be a bad idea. This is definitely a mechanic to consider because when you're in close range combat, any movement requires the enemy to aim their mouse with a higher range of motion, hopefully causing them to miss their shots. Alright, now that we've understood how to shoot the pistols correctly, let's take a look at the different types we can buy and use for each situation that they are suited for. Let's start off with the classic. This is a free pistol that you start off with every round after you die. It is honestly a very versatile weapon in terms of being able to shoot it just about anywhere. The left click of the classic is a single shot that takes 2 headshots to kill in short to medium range. The right click shoots 3 bullets in a shotgun spread. It is in a random pattern, so always keep that in mind if you are anywhere beyond short range. What makes the classic amazing and viable in almost any round, including eco rounds, is the potential to one-shot at close range as a free gun. The right click can act as a shotgun, and if you manage to land 2 bullets on the head, that's a kill using a gun that needed no credits to buy. Another advantage that most higher level players use is the jump shooting capability for the right click. Since recent patches, the accuracy has been nerfed, but it is still definitely viable when you're in close range combat. Agents like Jet and Raze are great with the classic due to their ability to go airborne. The right click adds an extra layer of shooting tools you can use while you're flying across the map. Situations I would buy the classic is for when I play entry characters that require armor. When I purchase light armor, it allows me to have the luxury of tanking 1 headshot for almost every pistol in the game except the sheriff. On top of that, I get to have 400 credits to spend on utility as well. Next, we have the Ghost, which is by far one of the most popular buys in the pistol round. The potential to one-shot the enemy and a magazine size of 15 is too attractive not to buy. This comes with a price and that is 500 credits. You will only have 300 credits left for utility, making you essentially a glass cannon. This gun is good at any range, in a pistol round at least. Any agent can use this and any role can benefit from this weapon. Definitely the safe choice if you aren't sure how you want to play the round. However, this gun requires you to land your shots accurately to take advantage of its one-shot headshot potential. Mechanically, it is the second most difficult gun out of all the secondaries. First being the sheriff, but we'll talk about that later. I suggest going into range with armor off and slowly tapping the heads of the bots one at a time, and make sure you get the rhythm right to have 100% accuracy between your shots. Now we're on to the most underrated gun by far, and that's the Frenzy. This gun costs 400 credits and is the only pistol that is automatic. When you buy this weapon, you have a choice of buying utility or light armor with the remaining credits. Currently, many players buy utility instead of armor to make themselves a glass cannon monster. The DPS for this gun is very good. 2 bullets to the head can happen in a split second at close range combat. I would purchase this weapon if you were playing a tight spaced area in defense where the fight would happen at close range. For offense, as an entry or duelist, this would be a good gun to go aggressive in certain areas of the map. 100%, the Frenzy is definitely a high risk, high reward gun because once you get a kill, you can always grab the gun from the person you killed, and most of the time that could be a ghost. This allows you to have an advantage in the close range combat and possibly picking up a ghost for the long range fight afterwards. Now we're on to the most controversial buy in the pistol round, which is the Sheriff. If you were to buy this gun on pistol round, it shows that you exude confidence and that you will either hit heads or land 2 body shots. This is a full 800 credit buy, which forces you to only have the default utility of your agent left. Definitely a whole new level of glass cannon. It's honestly not a viable option considering the amount of bullets it takes to get a kill. If the enemy has no armor, it takes 2 bullets, but let's just say that they did buy light armor, it would require you to land 3 bullets on the body. That's literally half the clip and definitely not worth the investment. On top of all the negatives that I've just mentioned, the mechanical skill required to use the Sheriff is very high. After the first bullet accuracy is done, it takes a lot of time for each shot to reset the bloom. Your next couple of shots might not even hit the target even if your crosshair is on it. It is overall just a bad investment of credits on the first round. Alright, so lastly we have the Shorty, which is one of the most unique buys in the game. The Shorty costs a total of 200 credits, which leaves a lot of room for what to buy with the rest of the 600 credits. A very common buy in this setup would be light armor and utility afterwards. The only downside is that you have a weapon that is only close range and does practically nothing at all other ranges. Now a trick you can do to have a spare classic on the ground is this. 1. Buy a Shorty. 2. Drop the Shorty. 3. Go into the buy menu and grab a classic. 4. Make sure the Shorty is on the ground before the round starts. Now the reason why you must have the Shorty instead of the classic in your inventory is because the classic would actually disappear if it were on the ground. My advice is that you should only have the Shorty if you're ready to attack a tight and closed area, where the fights will be close range such as U-Haul on Bind and Garage in Haven. As you can see, even at mid-range, this gun is not a 2-shot kill for a player with armor. But if this were a pistol round, it would be a different story because the maximum health a player can have is 125. It is not necessarily a bad choice, but definitely not the most reliable. Alright, so that concludes our guide. Hopefully this allows you to get creative with your pistol rounds and always buy the gun you think will give you the advantage in the way you want to play the round. Also, remember, if you want to improve, win more gunfights, and get the rank you've always wanted, then check out SkillCapped.com, link in the description below. Alright, so let us know in the comment section below which secondary gun you love the most. And while you're down there, leave a like and hit that subscribe button with bells on to get more premium guides that help you improve. We here at SkillCapped want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.